Well, hey there, welcome to day 253 of our BU 365-day challenge. To do one thing every day that continuously improves us, or that improves our life in some way, shape, or form. For the month of September, we are focusing and talking about the area of communication and how communication impacts every other area and aspect of our life. And it's part of a 9-area framework, or a 9-category framework that I've used for, I just started doing 9. I added communication and confidence last year because I was going through a coaching program that dealt with how do we increase our communication, how do we be more clear in our communication, etc. How do we communicate to create what we want to create in our life, as well as how do we have the confidence to do the things we want to do, because confidence and communication, emotional intelligence, skills development, continuous improvement, lifelong learning, they're all skills and abilities that we can develop over time that will make our life better. So prior to last year, when I had and was involved in that coaching program, I used a 7-area framework that was physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, and contribution. And I learned it from Tony Robbins decades ago, literally like 4 decades plus ago. And I started using it. And you know, he, like every other motivational speaker, personal development guru, etc., learned it from someone else. Everything we know, everything we learn, pretty much we've learned from someone else. Some things we figure out and make connections along the way, but a lot of what we know and learn, we've heard maybe hundreds of times, but haven't applied it to our lives. And this is true of so many things. And I've had that framework in my repertoire for several decades that I didn't really apply it and use it in a way that moved my life in the direction I wanted it to go. Then about 20 years ago, I started actually saying, what if I set my goals? What if I set my objectives, which I think we were probably told to do in the beginning, according to this framework, so I have a reference to know where I am and where I want to go. And most important is knowing where we want to go. It doesn't really matter where we are with respect to any area or aspect of our life. If we know where we want to go and we focus on that, we'll eventually get there, assuming we take actions to move us in that direction. So today's topic is, with respect to communication, our core values. When we understand what's important to us, our core values are like a light or a guiding principle. They allow us to make decisions more quickly and easily, to know what is right or wrong for us, and to do the things that are right for us and move us toward what we want, and help us avoid some of the mistakes and pitfalls and obstacles that we otherwise will run into when we're trying to create what it is that we want in our life. So what are some common communication core values? And of course, our action item today is going to be, think about your think about your communication core values and what's important to you. I like to think of 3 to 5 core values in each of the areas that we're discussing. We've done this 8 other times before, right? We've talked about our core values with respect to our physical health, our mental, our all of the different aspects and areas. This is our 9th area that we're talking about. So we've done it 8 times before. So you probably know how to identify your core values. If you don't, hit me up and we'll just quickly discuss it. Or you can go back and listen to one of the previous month's discussion about core values. You can just go into the private Facebook group, Get Up and Go Challenge, and in they're called guides now, 15 are all of the previous challenges for this year. Every day is in there. It's accessible. All you have to do is go in and search in the box, and you can get direct access to anything that we've covered before. And core values has been discussed 8 times, so we've covered it pretty well. So what are some examples of core values with respect to communication? How about communication itself can be a core value? If I value communication and getting my message across to other people and understanding other people better, that in and of itself can be a core value. But things like spontaneity, flexibility, empathy, acceptance and affirmations, confidentiality and trust. Are you, and do you expect confidentiality when you communicate certain pieces of information to different people? Personal responsibility, authenticity, equal, I can't read my own writing. Equality, dignity, etc. What is it that you want and is most important and corely, to your very heart and soul what's important to you when it comes to communication. And I will add the caveat that what we expect to receive in our life, we ought to be willing to give to other people. So if we expect dignity, authenticity, personal responsibility from other people, we need to make sure that we're demonstrating that and showing that ourselves. And you don't have to, but we're not going to get from other people what we don't give out into the world and give of ourselves, right? So today, just think about your core values with respect to communication. Be brave. Share 3 of them in the comments below. I'm not sure what my 3 will be yet. I'm going to actually think about this today with respect specifically to the area of communication and what are my real most important core values. I guess one of mine is always be yourself, so that would be authenticity or whatever you want to call it. Again, trust and honesty, confidentiality, those are all important to me too, but I'm not sure that, I guess they are my core values. I guess treat other people the way you want to be treated. So if you expect people to communicate with you in a certain way, make sure you're communicating with them in that same way. All right, any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow. Have a great day. Have fun with this. Know that every time we do a little exercise like this, and it doesn't take a ton of time, you might be able to pop off, boom, 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 these are my 3 core values when it comes to communication. Or it might be something you've never thought about before, and it might take you a little bit longer. But every time we do something like this, it's like a little brick in the wall that's building and creating the life that we want. All right, catch you tomorrow.